Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you guys from Seth the Programmer. This one is very interesting. It's going to be pitting Goku versus Naruto. Now to me, again, this is another versus that I always found interesting because you would think the answer would be kind of obvious, but then again, I remember what this fandom is like, and unfortunately there's a lot of people who unfortunately don't have this thing called common sense whenever they think about things. Like, for example, there are people who genuinely believe that Saitama could kill Goku when in reality that's not even close to being true. It's like people who say that severely underestimate just how powerful Goku actually is. So, with that being said, let's just go ahead and watch the video and we'll let Seth just speak for himself. Now, look, it's kind of obvious to me, and I think to a lot of you who would win this. And again, I like Naruto. I don't downplay any of Naruto's feats, but to say that he can take on Goku, especially with everything we know about him in Super, it's like, yeah, no. And actually, let's just go ahead and take a look. When was this video made? 2018. So this was right around when the anime ended. The anime ended, if I remember correctly, well, yes, I think it was in 2018. Yeah, I think it was in 2018 when the anime ended. It was January of 2018, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and watch the video. And I just...
So, I didn't really want to do this video, but there's always those kinds of people. For those unaware, I recently uploaded a video about what if Goku and Naruto had equal stats and fought one another. Many commenters from that point forward began to undergo these long, salty tirades and dissertations full of incredulous arguments about how I'm a huge Naruto fan for saying Naruto's Six Paths form had a longer run time than Ultra Instinct, and that I'm only saying this as an excuse for Naruto to beat Goku. So why not? Let's just go over what would actually happen if Naruto Six Paths fought Ultra Instinct Goku. No equalization, no nebulous meandering, just a bare bones death match. To my knowledge, the premise of the video is fairly easy to understand. I was nerfing Goku to make...
I personally don't... I personally haven't seen the video that he just referenced, although we could watch that if you guys want us to. But the whole argument of Goku's form only lasting 2 minutes as opposed to Naruto who can just go into that form at any time he wants. Although, granted, well, not so much now because, you know, it was kind of revealed, if I remember correctly, that he doesn't have the same kind of power that he did. Well, at least when it comes to the form that was given to him by Hagoromo, he only has like a small portion of it. And even though I would say, I think it's kind of clear that his adult version is stronger than his, you know, teenage version, the one that fought in the fourth grade ninja war. It still does kind of suck that he doesn't have that. So it would be very interesting to see how Naruto would do as an adult versus Goku, even though I still think the answer is kind of obvious. So the whole thing about the stamina thing in Goku's form only lasting for 2 minutes, that's been kind of mitigated if you've been keeping up with the manga. So it would be interesting to see how the fight would go now, even though I think that, again, it's kind of obvious who would win.
Make it an even playing
Let's go back a second.
When I originally, to my knowledge, the premise of the video is fairly easy to understand. I was nerfing Goku to make it an even playing field. When I originally made the equal stats battle, I was under the axiom that Goku is massively superior to Naruto in a normal encounter. I mean, why wouldn't he be? He's been slapping guys that can destroy universes or scale...
Well, keep in mind, this was an anime-only scene. This wasn't in the original manga, so I don't know if I would count this.
...to that for many years
But yeah, I would say that at that point, they're basically like universal-level characters. I mean, it's insane.
So... allow me to explain briefly why Goku would obliterate Naruto.
Also, just out of curiosity, does anyone else kind of miss this style of Dragon Ball? Again, not that I hate the current style of, you know, when they decided to bring in, what was his name, Shintani, and come up with the character designs for, you know, all the characters in Dragon Ball. I do like the new designs. Although there is a part of me that does kind of miss this. And this isn't even the same as what it was in Super, where all of them looked like they were coated in oil. This one just I don't know. There's just something about it. Maybe it's mostly just nostalgia because I kind of grew up with Dragon Ball looking like this. That there's a part of me that kind of misses it. Also, I do think it looks kind of cool. Let's be honest.
So, with absolutely no difficulty, Naruto can be summed up with a few scans, statements, and feats. However, for this video, we're going to highball Naruto to his peak maximum and lowball Goku to the extreme, just so that I can prove without a shadow of a doubt that Goku wins. Please do not take what I say about Naruto's power here seriously. Everything I say from this point is only to prove said point. If you want to know how Naruto actually compares to Dragon Ball, please watch my video on the matter, which will be linked in the description below.
We can watch this too, of course.
Naruto in his utmost wanked state can be translated to universal using statements, scans, and anime scenes. For example, Madara says his Susanoo can smash all things in the universe.
Well,
Kurama,
I mean, again, I feel like this statement right here, smashing all things in this universe, I feel like this is mostly just, you know, like typical Japanese hyperbole. I don't think it can actually smash all things in this universe, because if it can, then he could just swing his sword and just completely shatter the planet in half. I don't think Madara could actually do that, even though what it already can do is pretty insane. So yeah, I mean, I would just take this to be as typical hyperbole. I'm pretty sure he knows that, but unfortunately there are people out there who don't know these things and usually take these statements to be, or they take these statements at face value, and it's unfortunate.
Kurama states the Ten Tails has infinite energy. Momoshiki says he can create an
If the Ten Tails had infinite energy, then Kaguya wouldn't have had trouble against Naruto and Sasuke when she fought them, because remember, the Ten Tails is basically just Kaguya.
Attack until infinity. Kaguya being stated to be able to destroy the world. Kinshiki has also been stated to split worlds. Kinshiki and Momoshiki also has the ability to travel through dimensions, including Kaguya's dimension, which, by the way, was the size of a planet. Mind you, the kanji for world in Japanese can be interpreted as star and or universe. So here we have some solid universal wank, and we're just gonna pour it all over Six Paths Naruto, since he's comparable in raw energy and attack potency to the others listed here. Now, normally authors would use different wording for universal, but here we are going for peak wank efficiency. Kaguya was going to destroy her single universal time space, which has linked pocket dimensions. We'll say that Kaguya and Naruto are both
just gonna lower the volume a bit
using the versus algorithm, which is just a fan's way of allowing different characters who has not or wouldn't be able to fight. Destroying an infinite time space cannot be done with any finite level of third dimensional power, which we're applying to algorithm, which is just a fan's way of allowing different characters who has not or wouldn't be able to fight. Destroying an infinite time space cannot be done with any finite level of third dimensional power, which we're applying to Naruto. Considering Kaguya's attack was expanding at a level fast enough to engulf an infinite dimension, which Naruto and Team 7 were able to react to said ball and tickle Kaguya's fat stinky tit, defeating her before the true sinking orb could even reach them. By this alone, you could deduce that they, in fact, have infinite speed as well, since they outran a ball expanding at an infinite speed. Moving on, Goku as a Super Saiyan God was going to annihilate, various infinite universal sized realms just by clanging fists with Beerus, the God of Destruction. This level of infinity is established by a
oh boy. This is again, anime clips. I think we should be fine since Seth is talking over them, and maybe it would help if I raise the volume so they would know this is commentary and not like a substitute. So again, here's hoping everything's fine.
Statement in the Daizenshu anime and manga. Goku gets thousands of times stronger after absorbing the power of Super Saiyan God as his base level of power. He then stacks ridiculous forms on top of said base. However, this is only by a statement, and I'm a Narutard who doesn't give Goku the same courtesy as Naruto. So this feat for Goku is only finite universal, since this universe can be traversed and destroyed by finite beings, with Kaguya still performing an infinite fourth dimensional time-space feat. Taking statements away from Goku, we arrive at the Atonement of Power. In his Ultra Instinct form, Goku surpasses the Super Spirit Bomb and pushes a Jiren, who was stated the most powerful adversary Goku and gang have ever faced. Despite the fact he's faced Infinite Zamasu, who fused with the universe's time-space itself and was going to consume the Dragon Ball multiverse. The initial Ultra Instinct Omen Goku then proceeds to shake an infinite structure known as the World of Void, which sets the same level of fourth dimensional tiering that we gave Kaguya. Utilizing the versus algorithm previously established, Goku is casually on the same level with Kaguya, who used prep in a time frame to achieve the same feat Goku could perform instantaneously by merely existing. Goku proceeds to receive an astronomical amount of Zenkais from Omen, surpassing his previous limits many times over until he reaches mastered Ultra Instinct. By default, Kaguya and others are only 4D with time. Goku is 4D casually. He's stronger and would slap Naruto into oblivion.
Easy.
It's not as if Naruto was the same level as the expansive Tracy Gorm to begin with. He had to work around it with Sasuke, Kakashi, and Sakura, so even wanked Naruto is more like universal, whereas Goku is perfunctory universal and beyond. In normal cases, with people who aren't jerking Naruto into omnipotence somehow, Naruto is a level of finite 3D strength, whilst Goku is actually on a level of infinity a priori. Proving Naruto is a finite level is fairly easy, as of course 8-Gate's guy was capable of slamming around 10 Tails Madara, which Jubidara scales quite highly in tandem to the 6 Paths characters, who we said were a level of infinity.
Well,
the reason this is relevant is due to the
he scales up to them, but I wouldn't say that he is. Excuse me. I wouldn't say he's on the level of like Kaguya, Momoshiki, Kinshiki, and of course Ishiki. Unfortunately. Ugh, God, I hate that character.
fact that the 8th Gate is stated to be hundreds of times more powerful than any of the Kage prior to Naruto. I mean, even non-Six Paths ninja are able to prove useful in many combat situations within the series. The disparity in power between the two is undoubtedly staggering, so much so that Goku could gaze upon Naruto and kill him with a Ki attack. This is not hyperbole, this is not bandwagon, this is verity. Goku wins, no difficulty. I hope I made that clear. I actually thought that my video, Krillin versus all of Naruto, would have made that very clear, but I guess not. I guess just making a hypothetical about what if they had equal power was a little bit too much. It was out of my pay grade apparently. So yeah, there's your apologetics. Hope the salt got washed off.
I think that's the end of the video. Yeah. Okay, so again, it honestly is insane to me that there are people who even need to have this explained to them, because you would think that it's kind of obvious. All they have to do is either watch the anime or read the manga. It's pretty goddamn obvious. Like, dude, Goku at this point of the story is just insane. It really is crazy when you think about how much stronger he is than when he first premiered in like the very first chapter of Dragon Ball. It's crazy. He went from being impressive just by chopping wood to being able to shake an entire universe just by existing, or an entire, not entire universe, but an entire infinite void. Just by existing, he could completely shake it and impress even the gods. It's insane to me. Again, and based on the current manga, he's only getting stronger. So that's why I think that even as an adult, I don't think Naruto could take Goku, because Dragon Ball characters are just insane when it comes to how strong they are. It's crazy. Excuse me, 1 second. Sorry about that. I just had to take care of something real quick. I just got a phone call. Don't worry, I'm not going to edit it out. We're about to end the video anyway. So, yeah, Goku wins. Naruto, listen, this isn't coming from a Naruto hater. You guys know I am a big fan of Naruto. I love this series with all my heart, and I will continue to love it even if what's currently being put out there is just not my cup of tea. I will continue to love this series till the day I end, which hopefully is a long, long time from now. And yeah, but again, you gotta face reality. Goku wins, no difficulty. It's again, that's just a test. That's just uh, again, accepting reality that Dragon Ball characters are just insane, especially at this point of the story. So with that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to do all the YouTube things. You don't need me to tell you what they are. You've heard them from me and multiple other YouTube creators. Thank you so much for your support. And oh, I just checked the analytics. I have officially hit 600 subs as of the recording of this video. By the time you watch the video, maybe it will have already gone to 700, who knows. But with that being said, I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for the support that you've shown me. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I seriously never thought this channel was going to go anywhere, and 600 subs alone is a dream. And again, my dream goal is to hit 1,000 subs, hopefully by the end of the year. And you guys could, of course, help me out with that. If you haven't subscribed, maybe you could consider subscribing right now. Again, it's not going to cost you anything. But anyway, if you don't subscribe, I just thank you for just watching the video on its own and just interacting in the comments and leaving likes or maybe even dislikes, whatever it is. Just interacting with the video at all is, of course, going to help push this video to please the YouTube algorithm lords. So with that being said, hope to talk to you soon. Bye for now.